latte. I am in fact live co-founder director. I came here because I wanted to do some more cinematography stuff for this vlog actually, and also take a bit more pictures of downtown. So I have my Sony A7 IV with me today that I'm vlogging with, and then I also have my Sony ZV-E1. I love doing street photography. Fun fact, actually really not interesting or sad fact. A lot of you always ask me, why don't you talk about photography more? Why don't you talk about photography more? This, that, and the third. Something I've always kept to myself, and now that I have an audience that cares about what I'm doing, maybe I should talk about it. This golden graham latte today, hitting, I'm not gonna lie. Apparently a lot of you guys miss like the productive working coffee shop vlogs, so I'm going to bring them back. I don't know why I stopped vlogging when I went to go work. Well, actually I didn't know, it's because I thought they were boring. Essentially, today's goal, or at least coffee shop goal, is finish editing this YouTube video so I can post it today, write a concept for a sponsor. I haven't really thought about what I'm gonna do for them, and that's really not the best thing that one can really do.
All worthwhile is what I've got. Surely makes the world go round. 'Cause I got something real. 'Cause I got love.
Just leaving the coffee shop now. I did in fact finish what I needed to finish in 2 hours, and I got a bunch of photos, and I did some cinematography, videography, whatever you want to call it. What a way to start a day, and it's not even 12 o'clock yet. I mean 1 o'clock yet. I love this. I love this for me. I am in fact walking back to my car because it's time to go do some other stuff. As much as I would love to have a hour-long footage of me doing work, nobody wants to see that all the time. I recently bought a bunch of stuff to finish off my quote-unquote basement. Instead of me going out and doing my errands now, I think I'm gonna wait a little bit because why is it warm? Wasn't it just 30 degrees? I'm over here acting like I have been walking for 30 days and 30 nights. Babe, it's been like 2 seconds. We're back in the car. I just wanted to say hello. I feel like we never start vlogs out like that. We've been starting, well, let me not say never. I have in fact been starting my vlogs with me in the bed, and for once I didn't want to wake up and look chopped on camera. So I was like, you know what? Let's just get up, get our day started, because y'all pretty much know the routine at this point, and my biggest fear as a YouTube creator, specifically in lifestyle content, is being repetitive. Quick little rant real quick. Everybody's life is repetitive every day, but for some reason I want to make my life not repetitive, even though everybody's is to an extent. And for some reason I'm so hard on myself about being repetitive, even though everybody's life is repetitive. So why do I have to be any different, or why do I feel like I have to do the most? Y'all always say based on my personality, what I talk about and all that in videos makes stuff not repetitive, but me being hard on myself, I appreciate you guys who feel like I'm not too repetitive, because I just be talking about anything that comes to mind, especially when I'm vlogging, because I know you guys love when I talk. I'm going to use some hand lotion real quick because my hands are ashy. This is the best hand lotion if you're ever interested in trying one. You guys probably find comfort in repetitiveness because you kind of know what's going on, and then I just surprise you with what I talk about, or maybe like a film angle switch up. I don't know. With that ramble being done, over said, let's go ahead, head home, and I will see you guys there. I could have sworn I just got gas in one of my more recent videos, and for some reason we're back. I haven't been doing that much driving or visiting folks, so I don't know how we got to this point, but we're back at a gas station. So I'll be right back. I didn't know one of the gas stations that I like to go to, which is, my music was playing this entire time. I didn't know that one of the gas stations that I regularly visit, apparently they do points here now, and you can sign up for it like through the app or something, so I'm definitely gonna invest in that. Today I actually want to go get my car washed. There's a few things I want to show y'all about what happened to my car, because there are some things going on, and it's definitely freaky deaky. Like the spam I already know. I remember when I would wait to put gas in my car until I had like 2 miles left, and I'm glad we tightened up on that. One wrong move and I'm stranded with no gas. 2 miles pushing it, but 10, okay. So before we continue on with today's video, I want to give a huge thank you to today's video sponsor, which is BetterHelp. So thank you BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. If you don't know what BetterHelp is, BetterHelp is an online therapy platform with thousands of licensed therapists all over the globe. If you're interested in getting therapy but don't know where to start, you can honestly start with BetterHelp, because all you have to do is take a quiz and you get matched with a therapist within a few days. And if things don't work out with that first initial therapist, you honestly can just go to somebody else free of charge. And if you're a citizen of the United States, or just understand the United States kind of payment and mental health system, you know it's very expensive. If that's also a problem problem for you, BetterHelp is also a lot cheaper than traditional therapy. What I personally love about BetterHelp is how easy it is to actually get matched with a therapist and get into your sessions, because a lot of the time here, you're spending most of your time actually looking for a therapist instead of working on getting better. If you're interested in getting some help before things get hard, make sure you check out BetterHelp.com/𝐴liyah. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/𝐴liyah for 10% off your first month at BetterHelp. And thank you so much, BetterHelp, for sponsoring today's video, and let's get back into it. I'm in my garage. I'm by my car. Also, just a car update. I changed the parking light colors to like smoked white, and it looks so much better. So my car looks a lot more uniform. But sadly, on the other hand, I noticed while my stepdad was actually changing my smoke lights or like position lights, parking lights, whatever they're called, I noticed that there was something wrong with my rim and my tire. And I was looking at it, and do you see this metal entire? And when I noticed it, I was like, that's weird. I haven't jumped any curbs in months, probably to like a year almost. That's not curb rash. I know what curb rash looks like because I was a new driver at one point, and I had this car when I was a new driver. This was my first car that I ever got, so of course I've jumped a few curbs with it, so I know what curb rash looks like. And I was like, hey stepfather, what could have caused this? We never put a name or like what happened on the issue, but it had to do it with so much force because it cut a section of my rim, which is metal, and it's pointy, and it happened in the same place because the tire also is ripped up. There's no other like scuffs or anything on my car, so nothing flew up and hit or anything like that, and it's just so weird. So we can't figure out what happened. Me, I'm just gonna say it's the ops. I'm gonna say it's the ops every single time. It's like a little jokey joke to make myself feel better because I get freaked out about stuff like this. And then to top it off, when this happened, not even like 3 days after I noticed this, my boyfriend's tire popped while he was driving. He's okay, and his tires, you know, good. But it's very unfortunate that both these things happen. And me being paranoid and suspicious of everything, it's not good for my sanity. I'm here. Oh my God.
Baby, tell me what's wrong. Are you sad when you're all alone? Hey baby, what's going on?
Now that I have the bookshelf put up, this is what it's looking like. It's a little bit shorter than what I thought it was originally going to look like, but I did in fact buy a mirror from Amazon, then a cute amount of little things to kind of like decorate up the space, such as paintings, accessories, stuff to go on the table, off the table, on the walls, even from the ceiling. Don't know if we're doing that today because I don't know if I have the capabilities to do so, but right now this crate is cashews. I'm thinking it's gonna go in the third bedroom that I don't know what to do with just yet. That room is definitely given storage, you know, just kind of a bonus room, because right now I don't know what to do with it. So we're just gonna put this up there later, so disregard that entire thing. I am going to go ahead and do a little haul for you guys of everything that I did get for down here. Okay, what box do I want to do first? Girl, really? Majority of the stuff is from Urban Outfitters. The only thing that's not from Urban Outfitters is this big box right here, which is a mirror. First thing I got was this Marshall Jack Pack classic key ring. Basically put the little inputs of the radio onto your keys, and when you're home you plug them into the thing right here, and I thought that was so freaking cute. I also decided to purchase this disco ball hanging planter. Didn't check to see how much it cost because I am stupid. I feel like this will be fun, especially over this kind of thing that's going on over here. This is actually for my living room. I decided to get this LED neon dice to put on the wall. I also have a big blue one that's upstairs, but I don't feel like getting it, so I'm not gonna go get it. Not gonna sit up here and lie to you. I feel like my living room is very much beige baddie, and I want to bring more of that mid-century retro modern that you guys know I'm going for. I feel like I say that every 2 business days, and I feel like I'm getting annoying, but I want you to know that I want to go mid-century retro modern. It gives very much arcade vibes, and since I have 2 of them that can offset each on the wall, I hate packaging like this because it gets everywhere. And I understand they want my stuff not to break, but I know for a fact in the year of 2023 that there is a better way to package fragile items. Is this not the coolest lamp you've ever seen? Because it is to me. I think this will look really cute on this new console table that I just put up that you guys literally just saw me build. Maybe on the top, maybe like a little dish next to it if I can find one either thrifting or on Urban. Oh my God, I need my vacuum now. I believe these are also from my living room. It seems like I didn't get as much for down here as I originally thought. Not this came damaged. Girl, you gotta be kidding me. Decided to go ahead and start buying some art / prints for my wall. I feel like right now my living room is giving very much beige baddie. This is the first one. Isn't it so... It's upside down. This is the first one. It did in fact come with the frame and the print. They wrapped these good, but the fact that paint on the frame is still rubbing off is kind of crazy, I'm not gonna lie. This is the second print. I think these prints really offset each other really well. There's a bunch of recycle right next to me, so I'm probably gonna take that out. And then I'm gonna try my best to actually clean up down here. Probably do a little vacuuming and then probably a little mopping.
Saturday night. Saturday night.
Ow.
New shirt, new shoes, no room for oversight.
Let's get to mountain. I'm feeling brave. Don't tell me this is dead. It's dead. Oh, my drill's dead.
Well, I'll be cooler than James Dean, and she'll be hotter than Marilyn. When there's electric in the air, you better be prepared.
Why I check the time on my phone, on my device? Girl, what do you mean? It's not even 3. This daylight savings is killing me. I got me a new lens that's compatible with my new cameras. The lens lineup I have for my cameras, because they can both share the same type of lenses. I have a 10 to 20 millimeter, a 17 to 28 millimeter, or 85 millimeter. I have a really wide one, really tight one, and then one that's like kind of in the middle. But I wanted a more type of pancake lens. If you don't know what that means, it basically means that it's flat and not as like, whoa, in your face type of thing. This is a 16 to 50 millimeter lens. Look how tiny this thing is. Are you kidding me? I feel like this would be really good with vlogging because 16 is still kind of wide, but if I want to use this as more of like a zoom in lens and get closer shots of like street movement like I did earlier and stuff like that, I think this would be perfect. Next package, and this is the one that I am most excited about. I think the warning on the back is a good hint as to what this is. I got a new phone. I have some things I need to get fixed on this phone, and it's gonna cost more than the phone is worth. So I was like, you know what? You've been doing amazing. Let's get yourself a new phone. Look how gorgeous. This is my first time having a white phone in a really, really long time. In comparison, this is the size difference between my 13 Pro and then my 15 Pro Max. Oh God, this is amazing. And then it came with just the cord, no block. Girl, have you lost your damn mind? Apple, you're charging over $1,000 for phones. You can't give me a block. I'm not even one to get super giddy over materialistic things per se, but what I do get excited over is me not treating myself, but kind of doing something nice for myself after, you know, kind of being hard on myself for so long. I'm currently uploading my new video that's going up today. Fun fact, if you didn't know, I have a spam account on Instagram. It's called aliyah after hours, CME after hours, the down, the dirty, and all that. What I usually do is make 2 to 3 thumbnail options. Some of them are pretty close in style. Some of them are drastically different. For example, I'll put some on the screen if you are curious, and then I'll go to my spam account and ask them, which one would you most likely click on? And usually they will tell me, and then whichever one is the winner, I will in fact put that as my thumbnail for my video. Oh my gosh, I have to start over. Guys, okay, so we do have a problem. I need to go get my iPad so I can charge it so I can post. Some people may say that's silly to leave the fate of a thumbnail in the hand of a viewer, but I think if y'all are watching the video and whichever one's gonna get you the most interested, I think you should let me know ahead of time, which is why it just makes sense to do that, you know? Bodysuit is from Aerie, because I know you guys may or may not ask, but I'm telling you right now before anybody types in that little thing, where's your bodysuit from? Where's your bodysuit from? Aerie. I will link it down below, and if I forget and you go to look and it's not there, just scream at me and it will be down there very shortly. It's currently 4:26. Phones are still going, and ooh, not the autofocus off. Girly pop. Hello? Hello? We're just gonna have to put off some errands until tomorrow. I originally was just gonna do a regular day in my life today. We didn't even really get to hang out like we normally do, so to make up for that, I guess I will just vlog tomorrow as well. Half the stuff I wanted to do today I didn't get to, and this is very realistic for my life because a lot of people always ask me, girl, how are you so productive, this, that, and the third. I vlog about 1 to 2 times a week. When I vlog 1 to 2 times a week, that's basically the day that I do everything, and then every other day of the week it's just like bleh. Like I just kind of go with the motions, but usually I give myself 1 to 2 productive days a week just so I can get a good feel and grip on my errands, to-dos, all that, because if I didn't, I just noticed that doing too many big tasks over too many days just doesn't work for me. So I prefer to do majority of my tasks within 1 to 2 days of the week, because that's just how my brain works, and I'm just gonna appeal to that. As much as I would love to be a sprinkling out big tasks throughout the week girly, it's just not realistic for me, and no matter how hard I try, it just doesn't work. Ever since I graduated, yes, I'm blaming it on the school system. Ever since I graduated, I just have not been able to do task every single day. There are days where I just want to do me stuff, so like 2 to 3 times a week, 2 to 3 days a week, and then another 2 or 3 days a week, 1 to 3 days a week, if we being for real, where I will spend time getting stuff done, which is usually when I vlog. You guys always say, oh girl, show us everything, show us everything, show us everything. I need to sit down and edit this. I need to give myself something to entertain. When it comes to stuff like that, I definitely just try to entertain myself with editing, which is why I never really show like this super laid back type of days, if you were curious. Also, Cashew is in fact laying in my lap right now, and he is being so sweet and cute, I could die. And I want to reach and get my camera to show you, but I don't want to bother him. He's bothered. I'm trying to figure out. Who the hell? Damn, that was so unnecessary. My new tripod that I ordered a few days ago is here, but that's not really the point. They literally threw it against the door. It's still taking about an hour. Hopefully it drops, because girl, I need groceries. We need to cook dinner. I wish this will go very quickly. Why are your clothes half off? I think my phone is done. It took 2 hours. Mind you, I have the exact same setup as before. I'm not really tripping and tweaking about it. But while I was actually waiting for my phone, I was doing some furniture shopping and looking around on Wayfair, Amazon, all that. And I think I am set on what I want to put in my room, because I did in fact have a bunch of curveballs when it came to my room. I couldn't find a bed frame, which is how I ended up with the green one that I have now. I have a dresser, and I have like a seating / sitting set of chairs upstairs. I just never put it together. I'm not sure if I'm gonna do a room transformation or like a decorate my room with me. Maybe we have to see. Maybe one day y'all will just wake up and I'll have a new room, or maybe I'll just do it like in a regular vlog or whatnot. Maybe we'll decorate but not build furniture. I don't know the logistics. Let me know what you would want me to do. Time is currently 5:13. Still in fact do have some errands to run. I think it is time that I actually go out and do what I'm supposed to be doing, which is, you know, chores, errands, something besides opening stuff and decorating that house. I came here to get oh my god, not their locking up drawers. Locking up drawers? Locking up boxers is crazy. I'm currently in the Target because I needed some command hooks and strips. I'm also gonna see if they have like an electric screwdriver. It's like a mini drill almost. I'm really out of breath. That's crazy. One of my mutuals, 𝐤𝐞, said that Tree Hut has a whipped body butter. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna smell everything inside. Well, maybe I should smell it first. How about that? Nope. Don't like that. We're gonna put that right back. Car is dirty. Oh my god. I don't know if this is a new phone thing, but my phone won't turn off. Is that normal? I did very minimal damage at the Target today, so I'm gonna show you what I got. It's not a Target trip without a Target haul. You feel me? First and foremost, I got a new drill. Is my dad gonna be pissed to see that I got a new drill even though he gave me that one for free? Yes, but does that one work well? No. I need this person to turn them high beams off. I got a new drill. I got 2 Alani energy drinks. I don't think I've ever had either of these flavors. This is the Hawaiian shaved ice flavor, and then this is the Tropsicle. I love Alani so bad, it almost hurts. They're my favorite energy drinks. Sworn I put this back, but this is the beloved Cherry Blossom and Tea Rose shower and bath gel. I think this is Love Beauty and Planet's kind of like body brand, so I decided to try it because it smells good. And then I also picked up 2 things of command hook / strips. This is the command extra large strip hanging things, and then this is the command damage free hook, so I can hang up my pictures at my house. Now We're gonna do some grocery shopping. I've never been to Trader Joe's, or at least this Trader Joe's, at 6 p.m. So we're just gonna have to try our best. Hope it's not busy, because if it is, that's really unfortunate and I'm gonna get overstimulated really fast. I didn't think to grab my headphones on the way out, so we're just gonna have to bear all of the Trader Joe's sounds. I don't know if I can handle it, so we're gonna have to see. I was gonna cook tonight, but it's already 6:15, so it's given Chipotle. It'll be a nice little treat, even though I am going grocery shopping for dinner supplies. Does this make any sense? No. But are you gonna clock me for it? No. I'm about to leave Trader Joe's after I put my cart back because I'm a good Samaritan. I'm gonna let y'all guess how much I spent based on what you saw me pick up and this picture of my cart. But I always think it's so interesting. I think you guys are finally getting the hang of how much Trader Joe's cost. It's exciting to see you guys get it right.
I remember when we used to be in love, and we thought that nothing could ever keep us from partying, leaving this romance behind.
I'm trying to decide if I want to use these hangers to hang up the things, or should I use the heavy duties, because I was originally going to use these for the mirror downstairs, but now that I'm thinking, maybe I should just use these. Should I just use these? So maybe I'm going to use the hanging ones, because once those are stuck on the wall, it's no coming back. I personally love command hooks for hanging stuff in my home because I am scared of nails and hammers. Not to be like, oh, I'm so scared of hammers and nails. I'll work with them. I've jammed my hands one too many times to enjoy it. What does that say about me? I was about to say, I do have to use command strips. There's a thing right here. Okay, so we're just gonna have to free ball it, I guess. Walk with me. You gotta walk with me. I think I might just use the ones on the back.
Like for a hook?
Instead of the hook. Cause this is too much work. I lied, we're gonna use the strips. Since I have Gen X parents, I am in fact going to stagger these portraits. I think that's an old people thing, because I don't see no young folks doing that. But this is easier. I don't know why I just didn't use this in the first place. Trying to hang portraits and photos on the wall, or just anything on the wall, is not necessarily my, ¿cómo se dice, forte, and it's very stressful. If y'all were there live in the guest room when I was trying to hang those two pictures up on the wall, my boyfriend was helping me and directing me the entire time. Not directing, but he was just there. Out of us two, I definitely think I'm more handy than him. But that's because but that's because my dad forced me, and I mean forced me to sit and watch him build stuff. And granted, I'm grateful for it now because I'm not useless and I can do stuff at my own leisure, and I don't really have to like necessarily wait for anybody to do anything when it comes to the house. But it's still like the principle. I can do a lot of things. I can build furniture, IKEA furniture. IKEA furniture in itself is a thing in itself. That's a talent I have. IKEA furniture, I can build anything from IKEA and it'll be right like 95% of the time. But when it comes to hanging stuff on the wall, I can't. I don't like it. I can't stand it. I dropped it. Palette. Be right back. Ooh, I almost just killed myself. I have to screw holes in here first. It's not big enough. Hold on. That's perfect. Oh, I did that. Sorry. Is this not the cutest thing you've ever seen? Just a quick little, you get home. But this might be one of the best things I bought for my house, no exaggeration. I actually bought a whiteboard for my office a few weeks ago, and I went to go mount it, and I didn't know how these types of mounts like worked up until now, because they have the same mounts, but y'all know I'm not good at reading directions. So I tried to do one, messed it up, and then didn't try to do it again. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and mount my whiteboard. I should have read the directions the first time, because now it cost me an outlet cover. Not my best moment, but we moved. I've been meaning to. It fell off the wall with the command strips, and it's time. I'm ready for it to get off the floor. Tiny, tiny wall anchors. Okay. Yup.
So what you
22. I'm ready for bed. It's time to do the closing shift. But before we do that, Cashew needs to get fed. I actually changed Cashew's diet again because the food that he was on, the Pure Balance, had him shitting up a storm. I'm not going to go in any excruciating detail, but just know it was not pleasant, not very cash money of him, and it smelled awful. So I switched his food again, and his poop habits have gotten a lot better. Switched him to the Purina Pro Plus Adult. He's on the kibble and the wet food. He seems to really like it. I think the first time I gave it to him, he was either just really hungry or he was genuinely interested in his food. He'll be having the adult small breed chicken entree, some kibble. I think before I feed Cashew, because something tells me he's not hungry. I'm going to do my flower arrangement. This is bad. 9:30 and I'm ready to go. I'm ready to turn it in for the night. No shower yet, no teeth brush. I didn't even have my something sweet dessert yet. It happens every single year. And I know I'm not the only person who deals with this, but it feels like the end of the world when it does happen. And it's so frustrating. I actually played Fortnite for the first time in 4, 5, 6 years, something like that. I haven't played it since like 2017, maybe 18. I played for the very first time in a very long time. I don't remember Fortnite being that stressful, and I surely don't remember it being that invigorating. It was so stressed, and it didn't help the fact that my boyfriend was here because I was playing on his PS5. And he was not barking at me and telling me what to do, but he would suggest things and I would not listen. Because I have anxiety, it is very easy for me to get overwhelmed and very stressful in time pressing situations, and it wasn't that fun. It wasn't as fun as I remembered it because I had a peanut gallery watching me the entire time, and I already don't do good under pressure. But I will say I killed 3 people. That is something I am proud of, and that's all. Never won a game of Fortnite in my life, and I think that's very prevalent and easy to see why now that I had an audience watch me play. That was so stressful. I basically had to relearn all the buttons in less than like 2 minutes. I personally can't see how people find the game super like relaxing. Every game that involves pew pew activity, it's very stressful. I remember back when I was still playing on my PS4 heavily, I would play Call of Duty Zombies online with friends, with randoms, you know, the whole shebang. That was the most stressed I think I've ever been in my entire life, and I cannot put my finger on why. It's not real. So I don't know why I get so stressed playing it. Once again, I think it's just because I don't do good under pressure. But either way, my boyfriend kept laughing at me because I would scream heavy on the screen if somebody came my way, and then he would make fun of me for running in the opposite direction. I'm sorry for knowing my limits. Damn. Cashew, you hungry? Hi, hello, how are we doing? Time is currently, Jesus, time is currently 10:40 p.m. It's getting to be about that time where I need to get in bed. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take a little shower, nothing intricate. We're gonna brush my teeth, and we are going to get in the bed. Like I talked about earlier, I noticed that my mental health varies greatly when I go to sleep on time versus when I don't go to sleep on time. So we're gonna try to keep going to sleep on time. I don't want to be depressed. I mean, it's already getting dark at 5 o'clock. Why throw a bad sleeping schedule in there too? Who would want to do that? Good morning. I tried a new skincare line last night because Peach and Lily sent me some PR. I tried the Glass Skin Refining Serum from them, and then I also tried the Matcha Pudding Antioxidant Cream. My face, she's soft. I was gonna try the Wild Dew Treatment Essence. This is just like a toner, I think. I don't think I've ever used anything that classifies itself as a essence per se. We're gonna try it now. I didn't wash my face this morning. I actually don't wash my face in the mornings anymore because I noticed it just made my skin overly oily. And to fix that oiliness, I was like, hey, everybody's saying if you just don't wash your face twice a day, you won't be as oily. And sure enough, they were right. I hope this isn't like oil of some sort. It doesn't seem like it has the consistency of one, but it's gonna be our base. Oh, that's a lot. We're coming into day 2 of this vlog because I feel like I didn't talk to y'all enough yesterday. What do you mean? First thing we did was get up and go to the coffee shop. What happened to waking up? What happened to getting into the day? What happened to getting comfortable, working our way into our task? I said no because I was just so ready to take on the day. I don't know if I said this yesterday, but I'm telling you, I woke up again today not feeling groggy and tired. Claps and snaps. Yes, I was a little sleepy because Cashew woke me up at like 3 in the morning to get on the bed, even though he can jump on it. And then I also spilled water at 3 in the morning, and I was cussing up a storm because it spilled all over my heated blanket. As you could see why that's a problem, because that involves electricity to function. My sleepy brain said, oh my goodness, you're gonna get electrocuted, even though it was not plugged in. Doesn't really make any sense, but you know what? I digress. I'm gonna go on with the serum next. I'm pretty sure if I slept all the way through the night like I normally do, I definitely would have probably woken up closer to 7 instead of 7:30, but you know, I'm just happy I'm not cranky and feeling pitiful and useless like I usually do when I wake up past 9 a.m. Y'all know yesterday I couldn't run any errands. That damn phone. I'm gonna blame the damn phone. That damn phone set me up for failure. I love it though. After having it for 12 hours, I don't know why it doesn't turn off. I found this thing called standby something, like standby, whatever, in the settings and turned it off, and that's still happening. I don't want to sound like a hag and say I don't know how to use my own phone, but this needs to go because that's mad federal. That can't be good for the battery, right? Matcha stuff. Yup. I used the serum and moisturizer last night and my skin feels great, so maybe the essence will give my skin that usual boost of plumpness that it usually has. Like, it's buttery smooth. But yeah, I put some around my piercing last night, and y'all know my piercings be crusty. I probably have an infection somewhere. Who knows? I'm not gonna go check. I have to look at myself. Look how moisturized it is. Okay, let's go in with Old Reliable. Where is she? La Rouge Mineral Light SPF. The SPF I've been using for weeks now, and this gas, it's lightweight, it's mineral. It's SPF 60 instead of 30, even though any SPF is better than none. It's 60. I don't follow that little sunscreen rule, the 2-finger rule, because quite frankly, as much as I wish I cared that much, I don't. And I just need to give up the habit of putting it on. My skin looks so good. It looks so good. I could cry. The key to frying a good egg, butter. I put some clothes on, and as you can see, we're going pretty basic. We're going pretty plain today, and that is for the simple fact that, tell me why I had this whole cute ass outfit picked out. It's like a oatmeal colored set from Little Thing scarf, a little cream scarf to go with it. I recently just got some new Uggs to go with it. It would have been so cute. Why is the high today 82? 70 degrees at 11 in the morning when it was just 40 at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't even know what to do at this point. Like, I'm gonna blame this on North Carolina being weird. If anybody asks, this shirt is from Zara. I have on my very famous hole in the butt mom jeans from Pretty Little Thing. But I physically cannot take any more weather changes. I was so excited to wear my cute little fall outfits. I've been buying hoodies, Sherpas, the whole nine. And you mean to tell me it's 80 degrees less than 5 days after I was doing that? Y'all have lost your mind. And when I say y'all, I mean the man who's on the weather machine. Because I need you to pick a season and stay with it. Cause right now, all this back and forth and chit-chatting is quite frankly getting on my nerves. Cause what do you mean? I kid you not, it was like 40 degrees. Not even 2 weeks ago, cause on Halloween it was cold. And considering today is the 9th of November, what happened to the plot of the movie? I thought it was fall. Cause every year, at least here in North Carolina, we have this thing that locals like to call false fall. And you're probably wondering, Aaliyah, that sounds silly. And it's because it is. I need a hair tie. What a false fall essentially is when the weather drops to fall temperatures for about a week, maybe 2 if we're lucky. Following week, it shoots back up to spring and summer weather. I tell you, it's the most exhausting thing. I don't know if it's global warming or it's just a general North Carolina weather issue. Whatever it is, I have a problem with it because I want to wear my cutesy little fall outfit. Y'all know I hate the summertime. Yes, I said it, I hate the summertime. I don't care if school is out, you can do whatever you want. I hate the summertime. I hate the heat, I hate the bugs, I hate the sweat, I hate the clothes, all of it. So the fact that we're getting essentially our regular fall temperatures back instead of the fall temperatures, you know, that everybody likes and prefers, we're getting this mess. And I am not happy whatsoever. I'm actually quite sick of it. I'm gonna be doing a little makeup today. I didn't realize I didn't have as many errands as I initially thought I did. I could have sworn I had so much more than I actually do. For example, I'm supposed to be taking some clothes to Goodwill. I don't know how it's gonna happen today just because the box is so heavy. It's all the way up here and I have to basically bring this heavy box of clothes from the 3rd floor of my house to the very bottom / basement floor. And that's not really something I'm interested in doing and don't even know if I can. Listen, y'all know I don't like being useless when it comes to building furniture and stuff around the house and doing stuff like that. But when it comes to heavy lifting, that's where I draw the line. That is one thing I will not be putting up with. I will build furniture. I will mount stuff on the wall before I have to carry anything heavy up and down the stairs. Sorry. Don't kill me. There's been clothes that I've been debating on giving to Goodwill or the Salvation Army or even like Uptown Cheapskate, which is one of those places that you bring your clothes in and they tell you how much they're worth and then they buy them off you. In this economy, Abercrombie jeans are $90. You think I'm gonna give that away for free? No. I feel like donating clothes is one of those things where if you don't do it the day that you're sorting through the clothes, it's gonna be days before you actually take them and it's very annoying, but I digress. I randomly got the taste for some boba and I know we just went for boba in my last video. I don't wanna hear it. I wanna go get boba again because I think I'm going through a fixation food phase because no drinks really taste as good as boba to me right now. And I don't know how good that is for my pockets because boba does cost money. Now if there's a way that I could learn how to make it, that would be wonderful. My pockets would probably be so happy and so is my boyfriend because he's usually the one that sends me the money to get it. What was I about to do to my face? I can't remember. Look at yourself and think what were you gonna do to your face. I cannot remember. That's really unfortunate. To come in here, do a little get ready with me. I feel like I've been doing these every video. So if you see me like skipping out on them in a video, please don't be mad at me. I just don't want y'all to get too used to it because I feel like I always have so much to say when I'm not filming and then I go and film and I feel like I have nothing to say. And it's so, not jarring, but it's so like, damn girl, this would have been funny. I have this note in my phone. I kid you not. I'm gonna find it so I can show you. I have this note in my phone. Things that came to mind randomly that I could talk about in vlogs, so I put it in here. The first thing on here says how I always think of funny shit but I'm not recording and the thought is never remembered again. Happens the most when I'm not vlogging. I don't know if it's because my mind is so set on vlogging instead of thinking because usually when I vlog I'm usually on, there's a hole in my sock and it's huge. Oh my god. A lot of y'all have been asking me for a tutorial on how I do my at-home lash extensions, and even though I have countless YouTube videos where I do them, I have TikTok, YouTube Shorts, I think Instagram Reels, I'm gonna show you how I do them anyways. You guys can refer to this, and if somebody asks me where's the tutorial, I'm just gonna know you ain't watched the video. And then when I send a link to a 40-minute video instead of a 30-second YouTube short, who's gonna beat my ass? And whose fault is it? because it's not mine. Oh, I was gonna do my edges. That's what I was gonna do. 1 second as I do my edges, I'm sorry. Let's get into the eyelash tutorials. I love this brand. I think it's pronounced 𝐿MFAO. Let me zoom you in. I know it won't be super tight because this lens is super wide, but it's just, it's gonna have to do. But you're gonna get the 𝐭𝐡𝐞 Mascara Bond and Seal. What you're gonna do is you're going to actually apply this to your eye like mascara, because we're gonna be attaching the lashes to your lashes. You know, like regular extensions, except, you know, not the same price. And something I like to note is if you're doing this for the first time, getting a bigger mirror, such as maybe like one that sits on a counter, you just have to be able to look down. That's like the most important part. And I will also say you should actually put a lot more on your outer lashes and your inner lashes, because those get irritated and wiped and, you know, picked at the most. We're gonna wait for this to get tacky. For my lash map today, I think I'm gonna go 13, 14, 15, 14, 13, which basically is the millimeter length for the lashes. You could see the 13s up here, 14, 15. And I used a 12 on one of my inners before, just because sometimes the inner corners of my personal lashes get bothered really easily. It's something about this eye in the inner corner where it just doesn't like to have lashes on it, so I try to go smaller if possible. But now that my lashes are tacky, you're gonna take tweezers or the lash applicator by 𝐭𝐡, and you're actually going to put your lash under there, if that makes sense. I'm gonna try my best to show it. 1 second. Just like that. It's underneath your lash line. Is that if you can feel it, you need to take it off and reapply it, because you should not be able to feel it. Your number of clusters is gonna depend on your eye shape. And honestly, my eyes are actually 2 different widths, I believe. So what I like to do is actually not fill up my entire eye, just because it makes them look a little bit more symmetrical in my opinion. Waiting for the lash adhesive to get tacky is the best time to do it too. So don't put it on like automatically, because it will not stick. And I guess I could try to put a 12 on the inside, but we have to see. Let's try it. And boom, you have a full eye of lashes. This is actually the closest I've ever gotten a lash to my inner corners. I'm proud of that. I don't feel any except maybe the 15, because I think I put it closer to my lash line because it is a longer millimeter, so I didn't want it to stick out as much. And if you do want to use the seal, which basically, you know, seals it together and makes sure they don't fall apart, do not put these through the lashes like mascara. All you really need to do is tap it at the bottom. I don't know what this does, but I feel like somebody's gonna ask me anyway. How I personally seal mine. If you run this through your lashes like mascara, they will get crunchy and they won't be as fluffy. So that's just a point to remember. And I'm gonna go ahead and do my other eye.
Moving to New York City and grew up with the really do. This is my jewelry that
I just think I'm serving face. Doesn't my makeup look cute? Time for yet another Amazon unboxing. Okay, this is not mine. That's my neighbor's. I'm gonna write them a note. So where was mine delivered? Was it delivered at their door? Girl, I was like, why does this package smell so good? Girl, they got so much laundry detergent. I know they clothes be smelling good as hell. Lip stuff, wallets, more lip stuff. Love Tic Tacs. Camera batteries, via snack, tiny snack, GoPro, and my Prada Sunnies. So I think that's everything that I need. Let's write my neighbors a lovely note. Their home number is across from mine. If we got confused with, you know, the ones that are next to each other, but across the street, babe. Mail mix up again, and from your lovely mail grabbers, and then whatever my house number is. Can I do a mango green milk tea? And then can I do regular ice with 80% sweetness? I'll add the regular pearl balls. 42? Perfect, thank you. You knew who I was before you clicked on this video. And if you think we're not getting a bev before we go run errands, oh baby, you're out your mind. How many DMs on my spam that I have to answer? This isn't even the request. Somebody on my spam named Ethel. I was asking y'all why y'all haven't watched my most recent video. And she said she been working her ass off this week. And she's like 3 videos behind, but she misses them and she can't wait to binge them on her day off. Ethel, for when you catch up, you're a money chaser and you're about your band, and I respect it. Thank you, y'all have a good one. These jeans look like they're so small. I promise you it's just because I'm sitting. Nice little share tea run. I can't remember if I've ever tried the mango green milk tea. This is what it looks like. If you don't know what share tea is, it's just a boba spot. We've been going pretty frequently because I'm having a fixation. I'm trying to plug my phone in. No port, that's ridiculous. It's been my fixation food for a few days now, a few weeks now. So all I ever want is boba jelly. Here we are, giving into it. I would, in fact, get 100% sweetness next time because it's a little bit more tart. But I like this, it's good. I ordered a new cord and charger for my car from Amazon. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you what I bought. I ordered this charger off Amazon, and then I also ordered a little port to plug into my car, so it basically changes to the proper thing that I needed to change to, right? That little thing, the little debacle this morning with the mixed up packages, yeah, that was Amazon. So I have no idea where those things are. They could be anywhere. So now I have to buy another one, and Amazon won't give me my money back. I'm gonna try to do it one more time because I said I never got it. It's asking for a return. How am I gonna return something I never got? You mean show up empty-handed to the Kohl's, the Whole Foods, the Amazon stores with nothing? I swear, Amazon, it's either hit or miss. Because honestly, where is my package for real? We have a few errands that we're going to be running today. One for sure is a car wash. I don't know if y'all have seen the state of my car pre-wash, but this is disgusting. Storm, I love you. If you didn't know, I named my car Storm 3 years ago when I got it. It's dirty, crummy, crusty, flaky, all of it. So I need to get a car wash immediately. And then I also need to run to Target again to get more command strips, because last night I tried to put the dice up on the wall. Yeah, they weren't staying up. So I just, you know, I just need to go get some more command strips and find a better way to put them on the wall because of Amazon charger gate, Amazon adapter gate, Amazon crisis that I'm currently dealing with because I don't know where my package is. I'm also gonna run to Best Buy, but something tells you that they also would be the most likely to have the things that I was looking for. I mean, I checked Target last night for a new charger for my phone. It's not even that I need a new charger, I just need a long one for my room. I'm gonna put the short one that they gave me in the box in the car. I need to get that not as soon as possible because thankfully my car still has Bluetooth, but it's the principle. And then I forgot to, one second, I'm trying to plug this in. Okay. Oh wait, I have a USB-C cord in here, but it doesn't go into my Apple Car. Wait, yes it does. I'm so stupid. I totally forgot I had this in here. And it's black, so it matches. Oh, my sister's calling me. Hey mama. Okay. You gotta put your card in first. Open your gas lid.
Oh, I think that's too far. And I'm texting mommy now. Could you send me $35, please, for gas?
For me? Yeah. Yeah. Can I give you my email? Yeah.
Okay, Didi. And what's your name?
Aliyah.
Aliyah. Okay, Aliyah. I'm gonna give you a call. My name is.
Just email me whenever.
I sure will. All right.
Thank you so much. You have a good one. Some people may or may not be embarrassed to say they do YouTube and walk around with the camera, but me, most of my opportunities from working with people in my city have come from me carrying my camera. Somebody actually commented on my most recent video like, girl, I wish I had the confidence you had to film in public. It's not really embarrassing because people see my camera and, oh, do you do photography, videography, do YouTube? I want to collaborate with this. Do you know about this? Oh, if you do YouTube, let me tell you about this agency. I feel like I'm very fortunate to be able to feel so confident in my career to the point where I don't feel bothered by carrying my camera anymore. And I feel like there's just this really weird stigma around YouTubers, like, oh, it's embarrassing to film yourself in public. Every time I get on Twitter and people are like, oh my gosh, they really had to go back, set this camera up, go do the test, come back, do it, do that and the third. It's all fun and games until you see all the benefits of it. Yeah, it's not embarrassing if you don't let it be embarrassing. Being a YouTuber is not embarrassing. I love my job, and you'd be surprised at how many opportunities I've got away from my personal socials, but just working from people that I've gotten from just carrying my camera around and telling people, yeah, I do YouTube photography, videography, stuff like that. More than welcome to help. I have friends that I'll work on projects with people that they meet or I meet, and it's so fun. I love it. As much as I wish I sometimes lived in a more creative city, I'm kind of glad that I'm still in North Carolina. I feel like it also adds a sense of normalcy to this, because as much as people want to say, oh yeah, I'm a YouTuber, I want to move to this big city, I think I'm at a very comfortable level in North Carolina, and I have to represent my hometown and city. What can I say? What can I say? Proud, even though I be shit on North Carolina occasionally, so does everybody that lives here. I'm very proud that I've managed to stay here and build a life for myself here that is sustainable because of a camera. That's where it all started. I have to give everything to the camera that I first started filming YouTube videos with, which was a shitty camcorder that I got for Christmas. We are to this day. Good, how are you? This is my first car wash in months. I think since like July or August. That's horrible. I always forget how good the auto bell service is, period. I have the unlimited plan. It's like $40 a month, but if you get your car washed every week, it averages to about $10 a wash, not including add-ons if you want add-ons, and I usually get polyglass add-ons, and that's not really bad. I love it. I love auto bell. Auto bell, if you ever want to get at me, girl, I'm your #1 fan. I've been your #1 fan since I got my car. My car looks so good. Oh my, ignore the stains. Oh my gosh, there's no crack. Oh my god, my car feels so good. I could die. My brakes are squeaking. Not in like a you need to get your brakes checked type of way, but as in a they are so clean they're squeaking. I can see 100% out my window. There's no shadow, there's no cast, there's no... I am so happy right now. That's 2 people today that have pointed out the fact that I have a camera and they do the same thing or need a service. Like I said, I will always say, yeah, I do videography. Yeah, I do photography. You never know what doors that may open up for you. I just love a good opportunity. And this camera should be going with me everywhere because people love pointing it out. And you never know what you can get from that. I said that already. Am I gonna leave that in? I don't know. But you never know. So I'm going to Target right now because we need command hooks and we need to get this stuff shaking, moving, shucking, and jiving. Hopefully I could find some command hooks that actually do what I need them to do. I also need to fix my mirrors. Fun fact, I have blind spot mirrors on my car because I feel like every car should have them anyway, but for some reason cars don't include them. But they essentially give you vision into your blind spot. Things I feel like everybody should have in their car: an emergency first aid kit, blind spot, mirrors, and a portable vacuum. You're probably wondering, oh yeah, a portable vacuum. What's that about? Why would you say that? You don't want your car... Did you hear that? That was my foot coming off the brake. Unless you want your car to look like mine, get yourself a mini vacuum. I used to have a mini vacuum, but one of my exes stole them and I never got it back. So really embarrassing. I wish it wasn't that way, but it is. We have a package from Dillard. I know exactly what this is because I've been so excited to get my hands on them. And you're probably wondering, Leah, why do you keep saying them? Why do you keep saying them? Don't be silly, girl. You know what I love to buy most? Shoes. I have all these shoes and nothing to wear with it, but do I care? No, because I am happy with my shoe selection. And today, I am in fact unboxing some wonderful cutesy Uggs. I have so many pairs of Uggs, it kind of makes no sense. I bought these Uggs literally yesterday and they came the following day. I expect more from these other retailers. Amazon really set the bar, but Dillard, you're not helping. Oh, they are so cute. I'm pretty sure this is my first pair of platform shoes ever, but let me try her on. Let me see. Oh my gosh. They're so cute. Hold on, let me put on the other one so I can show. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding? These are so cute. It's definitely, I could say it's about a 3-inch platform. Nope, a 1 to 3-inch platform. Was in fact plotting to wear these today, but they didn't come in time. And like I said, it was gonna be 80 degrees. I feel like I look so tall. So this is how I look regularly, and this is with my shoe on. Do we notice a difference? Uggs are not for everybody by any means, but they are for me. When I get that 2024 brand deal, no, I've always been real. It's a few hours later. I was sitting and watching Lil Simsy. Are we surprised at this point? No. And I got 2 more Amazon packages, but they're not for me because they're for y'all. 2 seconds. This was one of those boxes that came with like a box inside of a box. I really don't understand why Amazon does that, but you know what? I digress. I recently announced a mini giveaway of PR that I was doing in this video that's tagged on the screen and everything like that. I'm about to make the PR boxes that I'm gonna be sending to y'all. And you guys are probably wondering, Aaliyah, you ordered like 5 million shipping boxes. Why are these so small? I don't know if you ever heard Vlogmas with me on YouTube youtube.com/aaliyah_simone is the event of the year. A lot of you say Vlogmas is your favorite time of the year on my channel because I made my Vlogmas, I made my Vlogmas a lot more personal over the past couple years by doing weekly Vlogmas instead of daily. One, to protect my mental health and sanity, and two, I just don't think I could put out quality videos for y'all every single day. So that, oh my god, I can't do this and talk. For the past couple years, unless you like actually watch my videos, you probably wouldn't know that I do giveaways, especially for the holidays. And if I can be a beacon of entertainment or even just a figure that can give you a nice present, I'm going to do that. I'm gonna put the giveaway stuff in the boxes as we go, and I'm pretty sure you would like to see me do that. So let me, there we go. When I was younger, I used to want to help people. I actually used to want to be a teacher, and then I wanted to become a therapist so I could help people. Then I found out how much school that took, and I said, hell no. I also got this pound bag of like paper stuffing. I always wanted to help people, and like I said, if I could just be a beacon of entertainment, hope, or just something to get your mind off things, or something you can relax to, just anything that benefits you in any way possible, I want to do that because I was put in the position to reach as many people as I do on a pretty much daily basis, and I cut a hole through the bag. I really love to do, let me back you up so you can actually see what's going on. I really love how you guys have almost made my weekly Vlogmas a part of your holiday tradition because so many of y'all love the weekly style. It kind of makes no sense. I was really scared to do it the first year, which I think was in 2021, so I didn't do Vlogmas in 2020 due to COVID, and I still didn't have my license, so you would have been seeing me in my terrible Greensboro apartment for half the month, and I was not really having that. The fact that y'all come to my weekly Vlogmas as like a way to almost feel at peace every single week for 4 weeks straight is kind of crazy, and I don't think y'all understand how much that truly means to me, so I really do appreciate it. And I say all this to say I am gonna be doing some giveaways for Vlogmas this year. It's just trying to figure out what exactly I should do because I feel like I've done so many giveaways in my time here on social media because once again, I just love giving back to y'all. I talked about this in my most recent video, but giving back to y'all is one of my favorite things that I personally love to do because you will give me so many hours of your life. The least I could do is try to give back in some way, even if it's tiny. I wanted to do a trial run for how this kind of giveaway process was gonna go this way around. I started planning Vlogmas stuff. I'm not gonna sit up here and lie, and I have a few themed giveaway boxes. I'm just not really sure what theme we should go with. I'm not sure if this is too much packing stuff. I hope not. All in all to say, I am in fact planning Vlogmas stuff. The spam already knows this because I asked them basically everything in advance before I take it to YouTube. Vlogmas this year, guys, I have a really good feeling about it because I actually have a lot of stuff that I'm discussing with managers, stuff behind the scenes. Hint, hint, we might be traveling some places, and you guys are just gonna see a lot more behind the scenes stuff that I've ever showed, especially during Vlogmas. I feel like this year was definitely the year for opportunities for me because I work with some of the biggest brands in my eyes. And I think this year, like the end of the year, is just gonna solidify that this was a really big year in the ACU, and I want to celebrate that with y'all by giving back, like I said, with the giveaways for Christmas. And that's the reason I bought all these boxes and this crinkle cut paper that I get all over my house. I want this to be like a gift to y'all, which is exactly what it is. If you guys have any ideas or anything about what the theme boxes should be, just let me know. I have some written down already, but I want to see what you guys have to say as well, so I'm not going to tell you what I already have. Depending on how many people say certain things, that might let me know like, hey, I should drop this and gain this or gain this on top of another one that I already planned. I don't know why I closed these boxes. I want to show you what they look like. Isn't it like you're getting PR? I still have to write some letters. I usually like to make some on Canva and tape them in here, so it's like a really nice PR package. While we're here, I'm going to go ahead and announce the giveaway winners right here. Congratulations to the users on the screen. Thank you so much for supporting me, and I appreciate you so much. So if you're seeing this video and you haven't checked your DMs, check your DM. Definitely be on the lookout for that, and make sure you message me back so I can get your shipping information. Seeing you guys' comments, DMs, and then doing stuff like this makes me feel like we can connect a lot better. I appreciate you guys if you entered. Don't be discouraged if you weren't one of the 2 people. More giveaways to come Vlogmas once again. Yes, I'm actually cooking tonight. Are we surprised? Absolutely. Tonight, we'll be trying kind of a older TikTok viral recipe. This is the Marry Me chicken or the Tuscan chicken. If you have a life outside of TikTok, I use them interchangeably. Look, 2 seconds, I'm gonna go on a rant. Everybody's posting this thing called lasagna soup. My first thing, how was lasagna a soup? How did we get here? There's no soup, there's no broth, there's nothing. Then I started watching lasagna soup recipes, and I'm like, y'all, this is just deconstructed lasagna, you gave it a fancy name. Come to find out that the creator of the recipe was like, yeah, I just call it this, but it's actually this. And I was like, okay, that's a lot better. I don't know why the name lasagna soup bothered me so much as it did, but I was heavily bothered by that for whatever reason. TikTok will literally just call a recipe anything. Marry me chicken, lasagna soup. I'ma still make it. Have to get better with the name selection, please. And thank you. Now that my little rant is over, I think it's time that we start cooking. So let's go ahead, get our ingredients out and get behind this stove.
Rice is good, the gravy's good. I started right on.
9 or 8, closer to 8. 8.3. I was worried about the tomatoes and spinach in here, but it's fun. It's fun.